Bacolod City ang ating pinakaunang Bismin invasion for your 2022 season of the Mpbl. Earlier today, we went into overtime. Zamboanga defeating Valenzuela, and that will set us up for the home team, Bacolod Bingo Plus, and the rest of the Bacolod Nuns as they try to defend their home court against a very tough squad, the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, who are looking to stay undefeated here in our Mpbl season. Nueva Ecija 8-0 kontra sa Bacolod 5-2 as they try to get back to the winning ways. Again, ang ating pinakaunang laro in this season in the City of Smiles in Bacolod City. Now, your home team defending against Nueva Ecija. Glad to have you with us. Makes comments at your service alongside Javi Palanya. And later on, we're also going to hear from Sheila Salaysay. Javi, Bacolod coming off a loss, going up against a very tough Nueva Ecija squad. How do you expect them to play tonight?
Well, usually, if you're going up against Nueva Ecija in a game, you don't want to lose the game prior to that. Ito an unlikely one at that at Bataan. Obviously, on paper, itong Bacolod mas malakas sa Bataan, but Bataan just finding ways to rack up those victories in the early parts of this regular season. So Bacolod will definitely have to look on to play perfect basketball against this Nueva Ecija team who is really very tough to beat.
Nueva Ecija in their previous game on their home court, Hesed Gabon made clutch plays. They defeated sa San Juan in the shortest disparity, no, yung pinakamaliit na nakuha ng Nueva Ecija in the whole season.
We're down by majority of that game, just came back in those last 3 minutes, and as you said earlier, Hesed Gabon anchoring that attack in those final minutes to be able to extend the immaculate run of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. They were not able to get up to 90 points, which is their usual average, but the defense of San Juan able to hold them to 80 points. Kaya lang talaga, the poise para sa Nueva Ecija, ano naig dun dulo na yun, especially para kay Hesed Gabon.
We were mentioning in that game that Nueva Ecija never trailed by double figures until San Juan. What a test that was for the squad. Now they're going to be tested against Bacolod, who in their previous game, you mentioned, they lost it against Bataan. That was a shocker for everyone, no? But Bacolod, it was a mighty effort just losing by 4.
Yeah. See, you know, when you shoot 29.6% from the field, that almost likely sets you up for a loss. And especially when you give up a lot of turnover points, 13 para sa Bataan Risers while shooting a much better percentage from the field at 38.2. Bataan was really primed for that victory, and Bacolod was lucky to lose that game by just 4 with their lousy showing in that game. But right now, I'm sure Coach Alex Angeles, having prepared for this game for days and almost a week already, I think, after that game against Bataan, able to prime his players for this tough mountain to climb that is Nueva Ecija.
Well, the good news for Bacolod is that Mark Yee is back for them for the second straight game. Ngayon, maglalaro siya in front of his home crowd dito sa Bacolod. Now, let's turn you over to Richard Tampos for our starting lineups.
Excitement hits up with the biggest crowd of the season here at St. La Salle Coliseum in the City of Smiles. Mga lipay ta, Bacolod, are you ready? Welcome for tonight's main game. The Nueva Ecija is up against with your Bacolod Bingo Plus on the OK Bet Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl 4th season, presented by Extreme. Let's make way for the starting lineups, beginning with the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Guard number 0, Pamboy Raimundo. Forward number 3, J.R. Taganas. Playing center number 28, Michael Mabulak. Starting at guard number 77, Renz Palma. Small forward number 51 from Silay Bacolod, Byron Toto Villarias. Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards is led by Gerson Cabiltes. His assistants are Noy Catalan, Arnold Oliveros, Pom Pineda, and Joseph Gion with Harold Nang. Team manager is Ivan Cuevas. Team owner is Bong Cuevas. And now, the starting 5 for your Bacolod Bingo Plus. Starting at forward, number 1 from Canlaon City, Negros Oriental, Craniel Viloria. One guard number 9, Aaron Heruta. Also at guard number 17, Alwin Alday. Coming in at center number 25, Adrian Lao. And at power forward number 83 from Sagay City, Negros Occidental, Mark Yee. Bacolod Bingo Plus head coach is Alex Angeles, assistant coaches RB Mangahas, Francis Cruz, and Richie Militante. Team manager is Leo Patog. Team owner is Paul San Jose. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, for the ceremonial toss, may we call in at the center court, Congressman Greg Gasataya, with the Mayor Albi Benitez. Joining them, our head of basketball operations, Mr. Emerson Oreta. And the versatile swingman has ever produced in the Philippine basketball, known as Captain Marbel, Mpbl Commissioner Kenneth Durandez. Once again, thank you very much.
Bacolod City Mayor Albi Benitez and Congressman Greg Gasataya of Bacolod joining our Commissioner Kenneth Durandez, Head of Basketball Operations Emer Oreta, Head of Security Rudy Distrito, for our ceremonial toss here in the City of Smiles, Bacolod City, as they host for the very first time in our 2022 Mpbl season. We have 3 homegrowns starting here, Nueva Ecija with Pamboy Raimundo, Renz Palma, Michael Mabulak, Shaq Taganas, and Byron Villarias, who comes from Bacolod. And then for the home squad, Aaron Heruta, Alwin Alday, Adrian Lao, alongside homegrowns Craniel Viloria and Mark Yee. Maayo na gabi sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Mix Gomez alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay at your service for tonight. Nueva Ecija looking for win number 9 as they try to stay undefeated in the Mpbl. On the other end, Bacolod, 5 wins and 2 losses. They lost their previous game against Bataan. Can they get back to the winning column? Mabulak inside. Again, Nueva Ecija is fresh off a big victory on their home court against San Juan. On the other end, Bacolod in their first stint to try to defend their home court. Will they be successful? Tomorrow, they will have another shot at it as they face the Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines.
The both teams here, they both like to play defense. They put a heavy premium on it. Kaya lang sa opensa, mas grabe lang talaga itong Nueva Ecija with the lineup that they have. Just so many weapons. All positions are loaded for them. That's the reason why they're the top offensive team in the league. Ito Bacolod naman, number 1 defensive team in the league, but Nueva Ecija not far behind at number 2.
Shaq Taganas getting tangled up with Mark Yee and Adrian Lao on the jump ball. It's in favor of Bacolod. 2 teams still scoreless in the opening minute. Aaron Heruta playing point for Bacolod, bringing his championship experience from San Juan. Mark Yee, also a champion in the Mpbl. First 2 points belongs to him.
And the crowd is loving it. First points on the board para sa kanyang koponan. They want to get the 6th man in it. Ngayon naman, ang Nueva Ecija is the visiting team. So, no way for them to get the support from the crowd in this game as they are going up against the home team.
Take a look at the replay. Aaron Heruta, 2-man game alongside your most recent finals MVP in the Mpbl, Mark Yee, with those 2 points in front of his home crowd here in Bacolod. Byron Villarias also returning home, missing on that 3-point shot. Villarias struggled shooting in the previous game against San Juan. Very uncharacteristic of him. Yee 12 on the shot clock. You know he has that shot. Just too strong. Rebound belongs to Nueva Ecija.
Right there, Taganas giving that shot to Marquis. Missing on that play. But Nueva Ecija is 0 out of 3 so far to begin.
Mabula working with Renz Palma, running all over the floor. 10 on the shot clock, turnover. Chance here for Bacolod. 3-on-3 action. Viloria on to Lao. Decides to fire. Too strong. Rebound Yi. Gets two defenders. Alvin Alday on the floater.
And here is the familiar trend para sa Rice Vanguards. Always starting out flat, especially in the first quarter. Right now, 4-0 blast to begin this game for Bacolod. In that San Juan game, akala natin there was no comeback na mangyayari, especially during the latter part of the match where San Juan looked to be very much in control. But Nueva Ecija just found a way to get back. So we'll see if that will happen once again here, or will they be able to come back early and take control.
Aaron Heruta escaping the defense, laying it up and in. A strong start for Bacolod.
6-0. Very good right here for Bacolod. Always when you go up against Nueva Ecija, not counting yung sakit nila na mag-start out ng hindi maganda. You always want to start out good against strong teams.
Michael Manbulak with the first 2 points. Para sa Nueva Ecija had 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists in their previous game. It is also important to note that Coach Gerson Cabiltes is not with Nueva Ecija after being ejected in their home game, and he's also facing a 1-game suspension. Rebound here for Marquis. Viloria on to Lao, one guy to beat. Taganas with a great stop. Forward pass on to Villarias. Byron, 1-2, layup is good.
Getting an opportunity in transition right there was Villarias. Missed on his first attempt from 3-point country. That's going to be good for his confidence here.
6-4. Back-to-back baskets for Nueva Ecija. Marquis onto Heruta. Catch and fire. No go. Rebound, Byron. Here's Bamboy Raimundo, one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. They give it up to Taganas. Another pass. Sorry miss though, mula kay Renz Palma.
That's a shot that he makes most of the time. Lucky break right there for Bacolod. There's a hook from Heruta and the finish.
2 layups for the point guard of Bacolod, Aaron Heruta. What an addition he is for Bacolod alongside Alvin Alday. These two guards coming from different teams, providing star power for the home squad tonight. Mabulak against Adrian Lao. Michael Mabulak with his second basket.
And that is something that Nueva Ecija wasn't able to do a lot, especially in the early goings of that match against San Juan. Get something going for Michael Mabulak in the post, because Maki Acosta, Mark Sarangay, those guys, and the other people in the front line of San Juan able to stop the attack of Mabulak as Adrian Lao gets a basket and one on this possession for Bacolod.
That was a beautiful display of passing mula sa Bacolod. Bingo plus. Take a look at the replay. The drive mula kay Cranial Deloria. Spin, feed at the last second. Adrian Lao is there as well. Great fake mula sa kanya to lose Shaq Taganas on the play.
Very wise decision right there. The drawing of the defense. But Lao just couldn't finish that N1 opportunity. So Nueva Ecija, relatively a better start compared to that San Juan game. But Bacolod just playing splendidly, especially in the offensive end here.
Charge here against Shaq Taganas. Nueva Ecija went down by as much as 14 points against San Juan, but because of their 13-3 run in the last 4 minutes, they were able to snatch that victory. Let me correct that, si Bamboy Raimundo ang natawagan ng offensive foul. Shaq Taganas getting the start here over the usual Jake Collado for Nueva Ecija. Now there's a charge on the other end against Heruta.
And the Nueva Ecija bench liking that call. Aaron Heruta, for all his brilliance here, especially in the early goings of this game, always has the tendency to make these kinds of extracurricular activity to draw contact, but right there getting the bad end of the stick called for the offensive foul.
Balik tayo sa Nueva Ecija. Over halfway done in the opening quarter. First game here in the City of Smiles, Bacolod City, for our first Bismin invasion 2022. Mabulak is blocked. Second try, whistle right there. A traveling violation against Michael Mabulak. And he has
that's
to
a
be careful.
Yep, that's a gallant stand on the defensive end para sa Bacolod. I was gonna say that they didn't run a lot of that cross screen where Mabulak gets it at the post. Instead, they just dump it down straight to him. Right now, turning some more movement for him to get the ball. But just a great defensive stop right there for Bacolod to get that violation.
Recovery right here. One more chance. Shot clock reset to 14. Heruta onto Adrian Lao. Bounce pass inside. Great vision by the big guy.
And that's just experience for you, Marky. Pinasabit niya doon si Renz Palma. Take you to school, young one. Let's look at that once again. He got ahead and pinasabit niya yung sarili niya kay Renz Palma upon receipt of that basketball. But you're right, that was great pass right there by Aaron Heruta. Or by Adrian Lao, was it?
Yes, tama. Adrian Lao. Pasok dito. A full 5 for Nueva Ecija. Philip Manalang, Hesed Gabo, Stephen Siruma, who sat out the previous game. Jay Collado, who made a 3-point shot. A crucial one for Nueva Ecija in the previous match. And Will Mccolony, who was the best player for the Rice Vanguards against San Juan. Adrian Lao, short stab is good.
He's been playing spectacularly here. And he will be very crucial. His production very much needed, especially against a very good front line for Nueva Ecija.
Assist number 4 para sa Bacolod kontra sa tatlo ng Nueva Ecija. Manalang, he's known for dishing out that basketball. Collado cannot make it. Rebound, Marquis.
Another empty possession on offense para sa Nueva Ecija. You saw the movement was there, but the Bacolod defense just forcing itong Nueva Ecija into shots that are sometimes off timing, sometimes rushed. Now that's that pass. And the shot by Adrian Lao.
Timeout dito ang Nueva Ecija. 12-6, our score as this timeout is brought to you by Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo. 3:29 remaining in the opening quarter.
This program is brought to you by Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo.
No reason to miss out on movie nights or your favorite weekly series when you link your Signal account on Signal Play. Just log in to signalplay.com, enter your Signal prepaid or postpaid account, and unlock the same awesome content right on your mobile device. Tara sa Signal Play. Link your account and get a free premium. Available to active postpaid plans 520 and up and prepaid loads 500 and up.
Nagsisimula to sa pag-harvest ng ingredients na ihahalo sa neutral spirits at barrel-aged hanggang ito'y maging ginto para mas swabe ang hagod nito. Ginto, ibang ginto.
Intense and emotional game against San Juan. They are more excited, lalo na going against the home team, Bacolod. I'm referring to Nueva Ecija. The Rice Vanguards are playing without their head coach, Coach Gerson Cabiltes. But according to Coach Noy Catalan, the one taking the lead for tonight, nagbibigay daw ito ng added motivation to push para sa kanilang kupunan. Confidently, Coach Noy mentioned sa dami ng pinagdaanan nila as a team, kaya nilang i-handle ang pressure na nakita last game against San Juan. The Rice Vanguards has the attitude of never give up and always rise up. Tingnan natin how high will they rise and overcome Bacolod's 6-man, their crowd sa larong ito. Mix and Javi?
Thank you, Sheila. And yes, to your point as well, nung na-eject si Coach Gerson in the previous game, doon nagsimula yung run ng Nueva Ecija as they barged in to get that comeback victory against the San Juan Knights. Jay Collado making a basket, answering back to Marquis' jumper.
Here's that offensive by Nueva Ecija. Collado able to absorb the contact, blowing past Marquis and getting that shot off Adrian Lao, putting the ball on the floor and one opportunity para sa kanya. But that was a good report by Sheila, because in the number of games that I've covered this Nueva Ecija team, or whenever Coach Gerson is at the helm, sometimes sasadyain niya talaga na magpapa-thrown out siya to get his team to flip the switch and get back in the game. That's exactly what happened against San Juan. So this Nueva Ecija team, no stranger to those kinds of situations.
Unfortunately, Coach Gerson cannot even start this ball game right now. Sure, he's wary as his team is down by 6. 7 on the shot clock. Mark Yee, too strong. Rebound belongs to Siruma. Second unit on the floor for Nueva Ecija. There's Will Mccolony. Oh, what a block by Monilagan.
Transition defense there to challenge the shot. That was a great outlet pass by Gabo. He has developed a great skill for that despite having the man in front of him. But Bacolod didn't see Ilagan flying by from behind to block that shot.
Mark De La Cruz, John Nermal, and Jenamar Cabanag alongside Mon Ilagan, the 4 players off the bench para sa Bacolod, now fielded in alongside Mark Yee. Mccolony is fouled. Remember in the previous game, Will Mccolony had 24 points and 5 rebounds, 10 out of 11 from the free throw line, 13 points per game, 6.9 rebounds, and 1.3 assists.
He tried to keep that in. He tried to keep them in the game as much as he could. Just really was the one being allowed to score by the San Juan defense. You cannot be able to limit the whole team, so pipili ka talaga who will be beating you on the offensive front. And for San Juan, it was Will Mccolony. Unfortunately, guys like Hesed Gabo and JJ Collado were able to hit crucial shots.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Will Mccolony, 3.4 makes at the line per game. Good for number 5 in the league. Get this, Javi, 79% from the stripe.
That's always great when you see your big man hitting in the upper 70s or in the 80s. Kanina si Jaymar Gimpayan, one of the top free throw shooters in the Mpbl at 81%.
Oh, what a shot by Mark De La Cruz. Fading to the right. Lead is 7.
And that is to the delight of the home crowd, one of the homegrown players para dito sa Bacolod. Dito si Mark De La Cruz.
Hesed Gabo working at the right side. They go to Mccolony. 10 on the shot clock. Kick out. Manalang for 3. No go. Another rebound para kay Mark Yee. John Nermal. The drive. And that is a clear foul against Jay Golia.
That's a useless foul right there para dito sa Nueva Ecija because they're already in the penalty. And that brings a Bacolod player to the line. Here's that tough shot by Mark De La Cruz over Philip Manalang. And on the other end, Jan Nermal able to get a foul off Jay Collado can extend this 7-point lead to 9.
A lot of people staying tuned to our second game here in Bacolod. Kasama dyan si Parillagas and the rest of the Jensen Warriors who are currently on a roll as well here in the Mpbl. At syempre, batiin din natin, no? Si Coach Alex Angeles, assistant coaches RB Mangajas, Rich Melitante, Francis Cruz, John Imperio, Arland Rasco Blanco, team owner Paul San Jose, team manager Leo Batog, and assistant manager Luigi Herrera ng Bacolod Bingo Plus. Magandang gabi po sa inyo. 16 or make that 18-9 our score, a minute and 24. Siruma for 3. No go. What a start here by Bacolod.
The defense really has been the very crucial part for them. Yung kanilang offense, bonus na lang para kay Coach Alex Angeles to.
Here's Jan Nermal. That's a strong screen given up by Solis. Manalang went down hard.
He didn't have a case right there. There was an obvious movement of the hip to tag Manalang to the floor. Here's that sequence once again. Ayun, no? That right hip moving. And Manalang just sprawling on the floor with writhing in pain.
Obviously, that's gotta hurt. A moving screen mula kay J-Boy Solis, who was just inserted in. A minute and change remaining here in the opening quarter. Nueva Ecija again with another slow start to your point, Javi. Yan ang kanilang sakit in this season. Then again, they are a very strong squad capable of managing those comebacks. Jay Collado with a step back shot.
Even if that shot went in, I'll take that if I'm Bacolod. Jay Collado having to bleed outside of his comfort area. He doesn't really make a lot of shots coming off the dribble from that area. Usually it's a catch and shoot from three-point country or a post move.
Cabanag retrieving that basketball. Shot clock at 10. Here's De La Cruz onto J-Boy Solis. Baseline, no go, rebound. It belongs to Philip Manalang. One guy is down. De La Cruz was hit hard. Still on the floor. A lot of physicality here in the opening quarter. De La Cruz is still lying down on the other end. This was the collision on the other end. Philip Manalang being fouled by Cabanag. But then the second motion mula kay Collado, who barged in. But on the other end, what you haven't seen so far is that guy, Mark De La Cruz, has been face down for the whole of the last possession.
It seems there's something wrong with his left eye.
There doesn't seem to be any bleeding mula kay De La Cruz, but then again, you have a lot of protocols na ngayon with the concussion ones. So hopefully he's gonna be okay. Let's take a look at what happened. Battle for the rebound. Oh, he got hit by Siruma.
Pero parang sa bandang forehead eh. Or like on the middle sa may nose bridge.
He's still on the floor. Now sitting down. Oh, he's
Oh,
bleeding.
it's
There it is.
Yeah. That was a tough hit because this guy is tough as nails. So for him to be sprawling on the floor for that long, something serious might have happened.
It looks like tama ka, Habi, nasa nose bridge, no? Not in the eye area. Remember, something like this happened last week kay Japs Bautista, who got hit in his eyelid. And it seems like De La Cruz is okay. He's hearing it from the crowd. And he has certainly provided a spark off the bench for Bacolod.
Well, this might even motivate his team even more.
Unsportsmanlike foul on number 23, Jay Collado, his second.
Alright, so a personal foul against Jeramar Cabanag. And then a sportsmanlike foul against Jay Collado, who again came barging in kay Jeramar Cabanag. That's why he went down.
So it's gonna be 2 free throws on the personal by Jeramar for Nueva Ecija and 2 free throws plus ball possession para sa Bacolod because of that sportsmanlike foul ni Collado. And if you're gonna ask, because it happened a few possessions ago, because of the review system that we have right now, pwede nang balikan at pwede naman i-overturn yung outcomes ng mga plays na yun.
Let's listen in for the final call here.
We have a correction. The last call on Jay Collado has downgraded into a warning for unsportsmanlike behavior.
So warning na lamang yung kay Jay Collado. That means it's 2 free throws for Philip Manalang, who got hit by Jeramar Cabanag
The
on the
line
fast
shooting
break.
2.
Unfortunately for Bacolod, they are already in penalty.
A big sigh of relief from Jay Collado. You saw him when that call was downgraded to a personal, but Manalang failing to capitalize on the first charity.
Philip Manalang, he has been that spark as well for Nueva Ecija all season long, usually as the backup point guard, giving out some assists to his teammates. He's actually one of the best in terms of assist to turnover ratio here in the Mpbl. Unfortunately, it's 2 missed free throws with 17 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Bacolod with a 7-point lead, 18-11. Here's Cabanag working with Solis up top. 6 seconds now. Jeramar going right. Foul given up by Mccolony, but they are in penalty.
And right away, acknowledging that one and realizing that wasn't a good foul at all because they have been in the penalty for quite some time already. And Bacolod now with a chance to go into the second quarter with a 9-point advantage. Nueva Ecija has had big problems with that pick and roll in this first quarter. They've been trying to show, let the ball handler release the basketball, but the speed of the guards of Bacolod have been a challenge para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
And great energy as well mula sa kanilang front court. Nakita nyo kanina, Mark De La Cruz, and Adrian Lao now at the bench. Second free throw is good. 20-11. 2 seconds here. Siruma could not make that three. And the first quarter belongs to the home team, the Bacolod Bigo Plus, leading it by 9 after 1.
Really good defense here for Bacolod. That has been the highlight of their first quarter. But as I said earlier, the bonus for them has been their offensive production. Very efficient in this first quarter, led by that man, Aaron Heruta, the quarterback to start this game para kay Coach Alex Angeles. And he ran the offense beautifully para sa kanila. Everybody chipping in their own little way to get this team to where they are right now. A 9-point advantage para sa Bacolod.
Take a short break. We'll be back for your second quarter action here in the City of Smiles.
Kapag may labay nagkakasama.
Mula sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao at sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo, maraming salamat sa inyong panonood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Today, we come to you live from the University of St. LaSalle Coliseum from the City of Smiles, Bacolod City, for our first Bismin invasion in your 2022 MPBL season. Nix Gomez at your service alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay. Javi, in the last game of Bacolod, they gave up a strong start for Bataan in the second quarter, something that we have to look out for as we take a look at our first quarter field goal shooting.
8 out of 16 para sa Bacolod. Very efficient from the field, and Nueva Ecija really struggling in that first period because of the great defense ng Bacolod. No secrets right there.
Take a look at the replay early here in the second quarter. A lot of physicality. Mon Ilagan and Jay Collado getting at it. Remember, Collado was called for a warning, no? For unsportsmanlike behavior in the first half. So he has to be careful here.
And he and Ilagan have been going at it sa first quarter pa lang.
Right now, Collado is being joined by Mccolony, Manalang, Gabo, and Uiloan, who is seeing action for the first time here in the second. Kabila naman, Ilagan is being joined by J-Boy Solis, Jeremar Cabanag. And they also have Joel Liu on the floor. And also Jander Mar. It's a double foul. That's against Ilagan and Collado. 20-11 our score. 13 seconds gone by here in the second. Then again, Javi just pointed out a while ago, strong start given up by Bacolod for Bataan in the second quarter of their previous game.
Right now, the question for is, can they stay consistent in this game? As I said earlier, you have to play perfect basketball to beat a team like Nueva Ecija. Right now, they're playing near perfect. So, for them to play to that level, kailangan nilang nila ituloy ito hanggang sa dulo ng laro.
Basket here by Jonathan Uiloan to start the second, and a miss by Joel Liu. Whistle called on the floor, whistle blown on the floor. As I said, Gabo actually made that shot.
But that is not going to count as our referees call the foul downstairs. Here's that drive against Cabanag, absorbing the contact, but he couldn't get continuation.
Baseline inbound, 2013. Gabo, two-man game with Mccolony. Turnover. Liu's ahead. No numbers for Bacolod as he wisely gives it back to Cabanag.
Well, that usually would have been a challenge by Leo despite the numbers by Nueva Ecija. Wise decision for them.
Ilangan with 10 to work with. Mon Ilagan, floater is too strong. Tapped away, it will remain with the white shirts.
Momentarily free, but the last second challenge by Nueva Ecija defender bothered that shot and forced it to hit all backboard. 6 seconds left on the shot clock of Nueva Ecija.
Make that Bacolod, baseline inbound. Here's Solis catch and fire. It's too strong. Rebounded by Gabo. Always looking ahead are the Rice Vanguards. Bacolod running the floor. Short on the shot. And that's going to end up in favor of Bacolod.
The transition defense has also been on point para dito sa Bacolod. Even if Nueva Ecija, they're able to get some stops, some turnovers, they're always running back in transition to stop the attack on the break para sa Nueva Ecija.
Janderbal down the middle. Hook shot too strong. Rebound. Tap to Cabanag. Lucky break right there for Bacolod. 10 seconds here. Working with Solis. Jenamar spins. Oh, almost a steal by Uiloan as you take this time to listen in to Sheila Salaysay.
Yes, based on the infraction earlier, Mark De La Cruz suffers a cut on his eyelids and blood in his left eye. They're putting pressure on his eyes right now, icing it, pero hindi sigurado kung makakapaglaro pa siya sa match na ito. Malaki ang naging impact ng Bataan crowd on their loss, and I'm referring to Bacolod. Though nakahabol sila, ang shortcoming is missed free throws and basically breaks of the game. Alam ni Coach Alex at ng team na malakas ang kalaban nila tonight. In fact, Nueva Ecija is their barometer, the toughest team to beat sa ating liga. At paano nila matatalo? Ang tinitingala nila, a few things: maglaro as a unit, kailangan magtiwala sa isa't isa. They should be the aggressor, wag passive. Gamitin ang crowd to uplift the energy, which nakita lang natin dahil kitang-kita ang suporta ng mga taga-Bacolod. They promise to put their best effort para iuwi ang panalo sa larong ito. Balik sa inyo.
Looks like Jan Normal was listening to Sheila Salaysay all along. Beautiful layup to the delight of the crowd. They're going to have to play as a unit here. Yes, tamang-tama si Sheila against Nueva Ecija to try to give them their first loss of the season. 22-15. Adrian Lao against Will Mccolony. 3 seconds to work with. Lao cannot convert. Marquis fighting for that basketball. Mabulak goes down. And Marquis is going to get it. That support from the crowd.
A great sportsmanship between the two guys, Mabulak and Marquis, veterans in the Philippine basketball landscape. Let's see here. Zandermal, airborne, and the finish. Great body control right there para sa kanya.
Coach Alex Angeles very happy with that play. Janderbal started off the season red hot for Bacolod. He was their leading scorer in the first couple of games. 22-15 now, our score. Michael Wico, his first appearance in the ball game, who usually starts para sa Nueva Ecija. Here's Janderbal. He's gonna work with Adrian Lao. Almost a steal. 7 on the shot clock. Lao, again, that jump shot. This time just not gonna work. Ball possession, points to Bacolod.
They have milked that play throughout this game. That ball scheme with Adrian Lao, where the guard or the ball handler will try to maneuver his way and the defender will be caught on the back end, and Lao will be free for a pocket pass or a bounce pass.
Here's Ceruta, had 2 layups in the opening quarter. Almost a turnover. Will that be forced? Yes, it will. Gabo, beautiful pass to Wico. 1-2, Michael Wico will score.
Coach Gerson Cabiltes always shuffles his starting 5, but Michael Wico has been a staple of that starting unit for years already. But right now, coming off the bench and still providing the same type of effort in his first touch of the basketball. Hop step, side step, and the finish despite the defense. That's 2 points para kay Michael Wico. So good, we have to see it again.
Because of that, the lead is down to 5 points. 22-17. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na.
Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo.
Maayong na gabi sa inyo Pilipinas, ang aming mga minamahal na kababayan. Again, we are coming back to you live from the City of Smiles in the University of St. Nasal Coliseum from Bacolod City for the first time here in our 2022 Mpbl season. Nix Gomez at your service alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay. 5.8 currently for the home squad, who are looking to give Nueva Ecija their first defeat of the season. A miss from Viloria. Battle for the loose ball. Great effort by Marquis and a chance here for Nueva Ecija. Baluhanag, first time in the ball game, working with Gabo, Wico, Mabulak, and Uiloan. Kabila, Heruta, Yi, Alday, Lao, and Viloria. Nested Gabo will miss. Rebound Mabulak. Shot clock reset to 14. Two-man game. Gabo looking for a teammate. That's a kickball.
Patient offense right there for the Rice Vanguards, but the defense still on point by Bacolod. Hesed Gabo had two opportunities on a two-man game with Michael Mabulak, but just defending that very well was the defense of the White Shirts.
Hesed Gabo making a three-point shot here, trimming the lead down to 2.
He will not be denied. Talking about Hesed Gabo again, had 16 points in that game against San Juan, led that comeback in that game against the Knights.
Couple of big baskets from Hesed Gabo, continuing with his momentum here in Bacolod. 7 on the shot clock. Heruta, the kick out. Alday, down to 4. Wild sequence. It's going to end up with Mabulak. Teammates ahead. It's Michael Wico with the second basket of the ball game.
And don't look now, it's a tie ball game. Makes 22 apiece. The defense of Nueva Ecija really forcing Bacolod into tough spots on the offensive end and getting their baskets on their side of the basketball.
Now it's 8 fast break points para sa Nueva Ecija kontra sa 2 ng Bacolod. Alday working with Yi. They go to the other side. 3 seconds to work with. Heruta for 3. No go. What a rebound by Bobby B.
And not like that first quarter where Bacolod was able to get some offensive rebounds. Ngayon, one shot, one possession na lang para sa Bacolod rather.
And the shot clock has been winding down possession after possession for Bacolod. Alday all the way. He's going to proceed to the line for 2 free throws.
And he really needed that for his confidence. Prior to that shot, only 2 points para kay Alvin Alday.
Take a look at our 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Hesed Gabo, usually known for his passing skills, 5.8 assists per ball game. That time around, showing us his scoring prowess, his outside shooting ability para sa Nueva Ecija. Let's take this time to give a shout out to Erjo Jonatas, Nes Amor Gargar, Anthony Española, Jinky Lapag, Jonalyn Pacanya from ABB Bingo Plus. At pinapabati rin sina Marivic Dominguez and Tammy Dominguez. Batiin din natin, Dimaano and Turingan family, the Barangco family, Colonia and Sila family, Bucket Boys family, and also Chibuan Uybata Hardware, Julius Jervel, Sir Jonathan D, Architect Hernando Guevara, Jess Guevara, and Lian Pablo. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Here's Hesed Gabo losing the basketball. Alday is ahead. Uiloan lang ang kailangan niyang talunin. Could not make a basket.
See the imprint right away of a Michael Wico on your game on both sides of the ball.
Battle here inside. That's a 3-second violation against Bobby Balucanag.
And even if that offensive possession ended up empty para sa Nueva Ecija, hindi nakascore si Alvin Alday because Michael Wico sprinted back to recover on defense in transition para sa Rice Vanguards.
Nueva Ecija, very characteristic of what they have been showing us the whole season. A slow start and then a comeback as soon as the second quarter starts. And then Bacolod, just like what they gave up in Bataan, a strong start for the opposing team in the second quarter.
And that's why the score is as the way it is right now. Richard Albo into the game to provide a little punch in the scoring department para sa Bacolod. Alvin Alday also has been struggling throughout.
Richard Albo, one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, shooting at a very efficient 44% from downtown. Here's Marquis. Bacolod has slowed down here in the second. Viloria with a spin. The kick. Alday fakes. Floater. That's good.
Patient ball movement right there for Bacolod. Usually you would see Alday forcing the issue, but waiting for his turn to get that basketball. Didn't really need to do it on the initial attack. Got that ball back from Viloria. One fake, one dribble, and that familiar floater galing kay Alvin Alday.
Alvin Alday coming from the Bicol Volcanoes, came from the Quezon City Capitals, a journeyman as we can say here in the MPBL. Crucial part now for Bacolod. Another floater. Could not make back-to-back hook shots. It's 26-22 under 4 minutes here in the second. Horns play. Gabo driving left. He needs a teammate. Mabulak is there, and that is a walk.
Well, Mabulak was free for that jumper. However, there was a closeout creeping in, and that little indecision led to the traveling violation para kay Mike.
Balik tayo sa Bacolod with a 4-point lead. Here's Aaron Heruta. Viloria with 9 to work with. Driving right, they go to Mark Yee. Mid-range. Too strong. Rebound. It ends up with the point guard of Bacolod. And Heruta with that hook shot.
Trying to pick up from where he left off in that first quarter when he started this game. Ito si Aaron Heruta pushing the lead back to 6.
Sagutan na tayo this past minute. Great matchup right there. Mabulak versus Yee. Double team. And that is a foul against Criniel Viloria. A little bit too aggressive on that pressure defense. As you take a look at this replay, the miss from Mark Yee. Great effort from the guards of Bacolod. It ended up with Aaron Heruta, who provides those second chance points for the home squad. Right now, the lead is still with Bacolod, 28-22, under 3 minutes remaining in the second.
Wala pang 15 pero ubos na ang sweldo.
Mangungutang? Paano may pambayad na naman ng utang?
Piling pulubi sa dami ng bayarin.
Kung yan ang sitwasyon mo, naku, isang bagay lang ang dapat mong matutunan. Ang tamang diskarte sa pagbabudget.
Sagot na namin ang free tutorial tungkol dyan.
Ako ang inyong wealth coach na si Chinky Tan.
At ako naman, ang wais na mompreneur, Mamu Tintin Bersola Babaw.
Tara, mag-budget tayo!
Talk about the numbers for Bacolod and Nueva Ecija.
We mentioned earlier that both teams, they like to play defense. Kaya lang itong Nueva Ecija, their defense really fuels their offense and they push the ball to the hill. They run whenever they have the opportunity. Hence the 94.3 points per game, the #1 offensive team in this league. Bacolod, the #1 defensive team in this league, but they don't score as much as Nueva Ecija because most of the time they like to slow the pace and get it going in their half court. Aaron Heruta playing it beautifully at the point guard spot in this game.
Heruta just made the most recent basket para sa Bacolod. Here's Viloria working with Richard Albo. 7 on the shot clock. Again, it's winding down for Bacolod. Albo is blocked. Great D by Villarias. Rice Vanguards are running. Villarias could not make it. Wico is there for the putback.
You can always count on Michael Wico to make those hustle plays. And even if Villarias missed, Wico there to save the day.
Michael Wico now inching in to our 1,000 points club in the MPBL, where only 4 people have joined that group. That includes Mark Yee, who's getting these aggressive rebounds right now. What a rebound that was. One-handed, a signature from the homegrown, and now he's gonna hear it from the crowd.
Imagine at that point in his career, grabbing rebounds like that. Some players can only dream to grab rebounds like that, but Mark Yee displaying his longevity, a reason why he's been so successful because of the way he takes care of his body and preserves that athletic ability.
And he got the ball again after that miss from Alvin Alday. Just got tangled up with Bobby Balocada, who almost took him down. That's why Bobby's now going to be the villain here in Bacolod.
Right now, you know, if they haven't realized it, they really have to. Talking about Nueva Ecija, this is not Palayan City anymore. They're playing in front of a hostile Bacolod crowd who obviously wants them to lose, and they will be on the side of their home team all the way through. So mistakes like this, even the tiny ones, can spell much disaster for the Rice Vanguards.
That's a great point. This is the first time that we are in Bacolod. We made history just weeks ago. The first two visits of the MPBL in Nueva Ecija, where for sure the Rice Vanguards were fueled by the crowd, no? But as Sheila reported, yun naman ang goal ngayon ng Bacolod, to feed off of the energy of the Bacolod Nuns here in the University of St. LaSalle Coliseum. Take a look at that rebound once more. Alday's gonna miss this shot, and he's gonna be back there. He pushed Balucanag. That's why there was some retaliation from Bobby B. Foul on Marquis, and then a technical on Bobby Balucanag.
So that's going to mean a free throw para dito sa Bacolod. And I think he will be the one to take this.
Marquis, 10.7 points per game, 10.7 rebounds per ball game in this season. Finals MVP here in the MPBL in season number 3. Now has 10 rebounds to his name here in the first half. 5 points as well. That guy, a part of that 1,000 points club, alongside John Wilson, Ibes Sazon, and Jong Baloria. Now creeping in are Michael Wico, who is 26 points away, and Jay Collado, who is 27 points away from that 1,000 point club.
So what an elite club to be a part of. Such big names here in the MPBL.
29-24, minute and 40 remaining before halftime. Still a 5-point lead for the home squad. Raimundo will fire, no go, rebound, Mabulak. One more chance here for Nueva Ecija against Marquis now. Mabulak trying to muscle his way through. Tough fadeaway, great block by Albo. Tapped away, and it belongs to Bacolod.
And so this is what I've been trying to say earlier. When there's a situation like that tends to shift the momentum back to the home crowd, the home crowd gets into it, especially when the away team is on the offensive end. Nahihirapan naman sila ngayon umopensa. And right now, Bacolod has a chance to pad onto this lead even further.
Minute and change remaining. 5-point lead here for Bacolod. Albo working with Heruta. 4 seconds remaining here. Heruta for 3. No go. Rebound for Wico. Oh, that's a sorry sequence for Nueva Ecija. Nadulas ang bola kay Pamboy Raimundo.
Not really a mistake that Pamboy would make all the time, and you see here our referees changing the basketball. You know how slippery that ball can get.
Pamboy went down. No whistle there. 43 seconds. Viloria onto Yi. He has 9 rebounds to his name. 6 points as well. Make that 8 now for Marquis.
And the run for him continues. Off that rebound, that technical that he drew helped his team on the defensive end and got a shot here on their offensive set.
Bobby B on the other end. That's 2 free throws for him.
This is much needed basket right here, but the foul was given up. Here is that jump shot by Marquis, left wide open in that perimeter. And how many times have we seen that shot throughout his career? He has definitely sacked a number of those.
First free throw is a miss para kay Bobby Balucanag. 31-24, 19 seconds. Here in the second quarter, Bacolod still in control as they have been since the beginning of this match. Again tomorrow, our schedule, we will begin with Nueva Ecija versus Valenzuela in the first game at 7 p.m. And then Bacolod will defend their home court once more against Zamboanga, who won earlier against Val City. A lot of contact inside, no whistle or no foul para kay Mabulak. Instead, it's a travel.
It has been such a challenge for Mabulak to get anything going inside that shaded area or within the post. No foul called, and Bacolod will call a timeout here to map out possibly the last possession of this quarter, 31-24.
Masaganang buhay sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Merlyson. Hatid ko po sa inyo ang do-it-yourself tips at iba pang sikreto mula sa magsasaka para sa mga magsasaka.
He has been on a roll for Bacolod, 7 points and 10 rebounds as one of the homegrowns here in the City of Smiles. 31-24, 8 seconds to work with before halftime. Here's Viloria, down to 3 seconds. Foul given up. The last foul to give for Nueva Ecija.
They were able to milk the clock until 2.2 seconds. So now Bacolod will be pressured to get it off the inbound. No, Crane and Viloria arguing that it should be 2 free throws. Pero kitang-kita naman natin na kanina na 3 team fouls pa lang ang Nueva Ecija. But I think there will be a call here against Bacolod. And Raimundo will be the one taking the technical free throw. So we're going to have to clarify what happened.
Pamboy misses it. It's still 31-24 with 2 seconds remaining. Ball with the white shirts. Marquis, Alvin Alday, Richard Albo, Reniel Viloria, and Aaron Heruta being defended by Pamboy Raimundo, Michael Mabulak, Bobby Balucanag, Michael Wico, and Philip Manalang. 2 seconds to go. It's gonna end up with Marquis, tangled up with Raimundo. No more basket right there. No whistle as well from the referee. So that's gonna do it, folks, for our first half action. Bacolod looking to defend their home court for the first time in this season. They stay on top 31-24.
It has been a great job of display by Marquier, especially in this second quarter, coming alive to hit the baskets. His defense has been there at the start of this game, but that second quarter when he was able to get that rebound, the athletic one of Bobby Balucanag, and get the technical off of him, that started some sort of a run to regain momentum back to Bacolod.
Now at halftime, it's a 7-point advantage for the home squad. We'll take a break. We'll be back for your halftime analysis.
We are coming to you live from St. Lasal Bacolod Coliseum para sa OK Bet Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League 2022. This halftime, two gentlemen will be joining me, Mayor Albi Benitez of Bacolod on my right and Congressman Greg Gasataya, the Lone District of Bacolod. Pero unahin ko muna si Mayor. Mayor, magandang gabi, and we are very thankful for the warm welcome that you on our first Visayas Mindanao game dito sa City of Smiles. Maraming salamat. Pero balita ko po, you are a very athletic person, and dahil sa tagal na wala ng sports because of the pandemic, how do you get, meron po ba tayong mga hakbang para ma-involve ulit yung mga youth and other sports enthusiasts dito sa sports?
Well, lahat ng sports nagsisimula sa grassroots. So we have to support yung mga grassroots programs para at least doon tayo magsimula and we can expand and grow ang mga sports. So doon tayo magsisimula.
Bukod po sa basketball, alam ko po kayo po ay president din ng Badminton Association, pero is there any other sport aside from this two na gusto nyong magkaroon ng programa?
Well, lahat ng sports, no? Kasi ano yan isa na tinutulak natin ng programa para sa ating mga youth, no? So at least para mas healthy sila at hindi sila mapunta kung saan-saan pa mga bisyo.
Well, speaking of which, this is po your chance to invite, all right, and say thank you sa lahat po na sumusuporta ngayon gabi.
As you can see, no, ang daming mga pumunta dito dahil very, kumbaga, nasabik na sila sa mga ganitong events, and as you can see, very maraming tao nagpunta sa Lasal Gym, and that's how fun in basketball our Bacolod goes.
Maraming salamat po, Mayor. Mapunta naman po ako kay Congressman dahil punong-puno ang Coliseum po natin ngayong gabi. Kita kung paano na-miss ng mga taga-Bacolod ang sport ng basketball, no, paano niyo po napaghandaan or pinaghandaan itong event na ito?
Yes, I told Mayor Albi nga kanina, the last time na nagkaroon ng ganitong basketball ng Mpbl sa Bacolod was way back October of 2019. So close to 3 years, kaya makita talaga na nag-aantay yung Bacolod for basketball. So maraming salamat sa Mpbl and Mayor Albi as well.
Maraming salamat din po. Is there any other people na gusto nyong pasalamatan that help this event possible?
Yeah, nagpapasalamat kami kay Mayor Albi for doing a lot of things for Bacolod City and the entire people of Bacolod City for continuously supporting basketball and other sports. Maraming salamat sa lahat.
Madama na salamat, Congressman Greg Gasataya. Of course, Mayor Albi Benitez. Mainit pa rin nalabanan sa pagitan ng Nueva Ecija at Bacolod. Pero bago yan, pag-usapan muna natin ang grassroots basketball program ni Senator Manny Pacquiao. Let me turn you over to our venue announcer for the information.
We call in at the center court, Marketing Manager Seth Tamora, Mpbl Legal Counsel Attorney Glenn Gakal, Head of Basketball Operations Mr. Emerson Oreta, Mpbl Commissioner Captain Marbel Kenneth Durandes. Joining them are Congressman Greg Gasataya and Honorable Mayor Albi Benitez. The Mpbl VIPs will be giving some rubber basketballs to support the grassroots program, courtesy of the People's Champ, Senator Manny Pacquiao.
Hindi ka mo jogger dun eh.
It's been a pleasure always to support the grassroots program, courtesy of Senator Manny Pacquiao. Who wants some basketball? Also, we would like to thank Nueva Ecija team owner Mr. Bong Cuevas.
Yan ang liga ng
taken control of this from the get-go. Hindi pa lumalamang ang Nueva Ecija kontra sa Bacolod.
And this guy, Adrian Lao, really started festivities off para sa kanyang koponan. Quarterbacking very well, organizing the offense into a flow that has been very satisfactory and pleasing for Coach Alex Angeles because they have been getting quality looks like that one made by Marquis, and Adrian Lao also has been the beneficiary of those great attacks by Aaron Heruta off a lot of pick and roll action, two-man games, and Jan Nermal doing his part on the break para sa kanyang koponan. Itong Nueva Ecija, it remains to be seen if makakabalik sila, but never ever count them out.
Nueva Ecija looking to stay undefeated here in Bacolod. They are currently at 8-0, number 1 in the North Division. Kabila naman, Bacolod is at 5-2. They lost their previous game. They want to get back on the winning track, and of course, as they are defending their home court for the first time, they're going to want to win here in the University of St. Lasal Coliseum.
And despite being down -4 in the rebounding department, Bacolod has been able to erect this lead because it held Nueva Ecija to just 35% from the field. Even if they're only shooting 34%, that's fine as long as di na nakakatira na masyado yung kalaban mo. And they have also been leading a lot in the free throw situation. Already 7 out of 8 compared to 1 out of 8 para sa Nueva Ecija. A big reason why they're up by 7 at this point of the half.
That's a huge disparity right there. Leading scorers, Marquis with 7, Alday, Heruta and Mabulak alongside Wico. They have 6 points. Collado and Lao have 4. And Hesed Gabo has 3 points for Nueva Ecija. Third quarter about to begin here in the City of Smiles. As again, we thank you for joining us. Vix Gomez alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay at your service for your MPBL Monday. Tomorrow, it will be Nueva Ecija and Valenzuela at 7 p.m. and then Bacolod versus Zamboanga at 9 p.m. Earlier today, nanalo po ang Zamboanga in overtime kontra sa Valenzuela. Jay Collado being matched up against Marquis, working with Mccolony, Pamboy Raimundo, Byron Villarias, and Renz Palma. 5 on the shot clock for Nueva Ecija. Turnover. Viloria all the way for 2.
Not a good start right here for Nueva Ecija. They have control of the basketball to begin this third quarter. Got the offensive rebound off the miss, but were forced into a stop. And a basket in transition by Bacolod. Here is another one coming up.
Marquis could not make a basket. He's being joined by Aaron Heruta, Adrian Lao, Grinyel Viloria, and Jeremar Cabanag. He had a strong first half of 7 points, 10 rebounds. Palma with a miss. These two teams have also struggled from the three-point area. Nueva Ecija 1 out of 11. Bacolod 0 out of 6.
Maybe that guy who just took the shot, ito si Renz Palma, can step up offensively para sa Nueva Ecija to give a different perspective to the defense of Bacolod because it has been stopping the usual scorers para sa Nueva Ecija. Mabulak, Gabo, Mccolony, they have all struggled.
One thing to notice here, Javi, Bacolod in their offensive possessions, more often than not, the shot clock winds down for them.
That's good in their part because they want to slow down the pace. But at some point, that's gonna be a thing na hindi nila magugustuhan kasi mape-pressure na sila because the shot clock dwindling down. You don't want to find yourself in that kind of tight spot every possession.
Villarias could not answer for Nueva Ecija. Collado against 3 white shirts. Here's Mccolony. Another miss. Chance for Bacolod. Numbers for them. Cabanag. Ooh! He lost the handle. On the other end we go. Pamboy. No numbers for Nueva Ecija. Villarias with a 3-point shot. That is just 3-pointer number 2 for the Rice Vanguards in this game.
Making something out of nothing. Ito si Byron Villarias. Can this be the quarter that he catches fire?
5 points para kay Byron Villarias. 3 rebounds and 2 assists as well. 33-27. Lao. Oh, that is a call against the road team. Let's take a look at this 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. We'll get back to that later on as it is a baseline inbound. Aaron Heruta onto Adrian Lao, working with Grinyel Viloria. Escaping the defense, Viloria with a left-handed layup.
That's just lousy defense, individual defense by Renz Palma. Imagine making Cranial Viloria lose him at the top to get another bucket inside. Viloria, a known gunner from the outside, but already has 4 points in this quarter from layups.
Here he is once more. Viloria catches and fires. No go. Battled for the rebound. Marquis and Jay Goleado were there. Referee points to Nueva Ecija.
That would have been a big blow on the side of Nueva Ecija. Let's see that three-point shot.
This is our three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Byron Villarias, number 6 in the league in three-point makes per game. 2.5 bombs. Kada laro ni Byron Villarias dito sa ating Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Pick and roll action. Mccolony, he will score.
That's something that Bacolod has been able to prevent for the majority of this game. But off of that single-double set, ball screen at the left flank, able to get a nice pocket pass to Mccolony was Renz Palma.
And a great block by Will Mccolony on the other end. He has 3 points in the ball game, although he is averaging 13 points per game. Speaking of Will Mccolony, there's that rejection from the former All-Star of Cebu. 6 minutes 45, 6-point lead. Viloria in trouble, almost a steal. Marquis protecting that basketball. Oh, what a pass right there. That was another level above. No-look pass from Marquis.
It's just admirable that, you know, at his age, he still dives for the ball and did everything he could to protect it, using his body very well to shield that basketball away from the defenders.
1 second on the shot clock. Aaron Hiruta cannot beat it. Rebound Goleado. A lot of physicality on the play. And that's going to be a foul called against Bacolod.
That, I believe, is going to be on Marquis. Oh, it's going to be on Aaron Hiruta.
Third foul on the point guard of Bacolod. He has to be careful here. That was actually the problem of JC Marcelino in the first game. Lost a lot of minutes because of foul trouble. But he came up big. Still was the best player against Valenzuela. Pasok dito para sa Bacolod, Lemuel Pastias, a homegrown here in the City of Smiles. Nueva Ecija still down. Just like in their matchup against San Juan, they were trailing for most of the ball game. Goleado, too strong on the three. Rebound, Mccolony. Baseline. A lot of muscle on that play. Great play by Will Mccolony.
He just took it upon himself to get a basket for his team on that end of the floor. Reading that he had the advantage, going to the baseline, went up for the reverse against Adrian Lao. Second chance point story on your screens. 8-6 lamang pa rin dyan ang Nueva Ecija.
Cabanag working with Marquis. Jeremar asking for a clear out. Dancing with it. Cabana with a hook shot. It's too strong. On the other end, what a pass by Raimundo. A little bit too strong para kay Villarias, but was it tapped away by Viloria?
Nah, I think the trajectory really looked to be too forward for Byron to catch. Here's that move. Just squeezing in was Will Mccolony on this one.
Just a half an inch away from stepping out of bounds. Great effort from Will Mccolony, who had 24 points and 5 rebounds in their match against San Juan. Here's Pastias. Being defended by Raimundo. Marquis now looking for Alday. Great tap by Villarias. The effort is there. Bodies on the floor. Pastias. That's a travel. Man, Javi, what can we say about these players diving for the loose balls?
Well, added inspiration for sure from the crowd. Ayaw nila magpatalo dito kahit sino kalaban nila. And even if it's the strongest team in the league and the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards right now who are an 8-0, they really want to show to their fans, especially coming off a loss to Bataan, which they did not expect. So they want to bounce back. Ayaw nila pahiyain yung effort ng crowd na pumunta dito, really filling up this Coliseum to the brim.
Yeah, to your point, this is the largest crowd of the Mpbl in this season. So thank you so much sa lahat po ng mga Bacolod noon na dumayo para manood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Maayong nagabi po sa inyong lahat. Palma, mid-range, short, rebound. Tapped away. Great recovery by Nueva Ecija.
That's one thing that they've been doing well here, getting those second chance opportunities. And for Bacolod, that might just bite them in the back if ever this Rice Vanguards team is able to take control. They're just down by 2 points at this one.
35-33. Under 5 minutes in the third. Viloria got hit. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pass inside. There's a call here as Palma was tangled up with Marquis. Pasok dito, Jan Dermal and Michael Wico. Mike Wico, as soon as he was inserted in the first half, provided a lot of energy for the Rice Vanguards.
And maybe this is what they need to stem the tide. Just a one-possession ball game. Crucial stop for them.
Marquis. Onto Nermal. Matched up against Wico. Nermal almost traveled. Here's Alday with 5 to work with. Hook shot. No go. Rebound. Marquis is there. Already in double figures in rebounding in this game. Nermal. Beautiful fake. Just a little bit too strong on the shot. On the other end, what a find. Wico receiving it from Hesid Gabo. That was a bullet of a pass.
That's right. That really went through the needle, if you will. Hesid Gabo, what an excellent find. But that was a hard hit taken by Mike Wico.
He collided with Marquis in the air. Take a look at the replay. Wico losing Alday on the challenge. There's Marquis.
That's unwarranted contact. That's definitely going to be an unsportsmanlike on Marquis because nasa baba na si Michael Wico. Wala ka nang kailangan gawin to challenge that shot. That ball was already away from him. Oh, it's going to be a regular foul, huh?
So Wico will proceed to the line for 2 free throws. He hasn't been the most efficient guy at the line as we give you this free throw brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. But Wico has been efficient from the 2-point area in terms of field goal shooting. 57%, number 9 in the league. By the way, nabatiin din natin si Uncle Roger Montalvo, ang daddy ni Kib Montalvo, who welcomes us every time you're here in Bacolod. Good evening po, Uncle Roger.
And also shout out to Marilee and Marty Cambonga and the Cambonga family of Simbonga in the province of Cebu. Happy watching to you guys.
Gandang gabi po sa inyo. 35-33, under 4 minutes here in the third. Nermal, Ilagan, no go. Couple of misses here in the past couple of possessions. Villarias, Bacolod working with Wico. Michael Wico, left-handed layup. He will go back to the line.
Now there's the flex offense that Nueva Ecija likes to run. They did do a lot of those in the first half. Right now, changing it up to give a different perspective sa depensa ng Bacolod. And Wico getting a chance for 2 here at the line.
Some substitutions. Jonathan Uiloan, Joel Liu checking back in. Balik tayo kay Michael Wico, former star of the Pampanga Dong Lanterns. That guy, a homegrown favorite in Pampanga, now with Nueva Ecija, obviously a championship contender. 6 points, 4 rebounds for him. Second free throw is good.
And also we'd like to greet the Liu family of Cebu, Joel Clement, Joella, Joe Madeline, the papa and mama, and the sister of Joel Liu, who is now on the floor back for Coach Alex Angeles.
35-34. Here's Joel Liu, former teammate of Avi Palanya in high school when they were playing in FEU, the juniors program of the UAAP. Strong shot mula kay Nermal. One guy ahead. Wico cannot chase it anymore as he goes straight to the crowd.
Just the frustration on the face written all over Michael Wico. But just a 1-point lead right here for Bacolod. The white shirts have slowed down on offense. Samantalang itong Nueva Ecija, turnovers this quarter, 4-2. But they have managed to claw their way back into the game because they have gotten a lot of second chance opportunities and they have adjusted their offense to give something of Bacolod to adjust to.
Bacolod is arguing something here The referees are asking for a review. Because of that, a tech will be given to Coach Alex Angeles. Our team's getting heated up here in the second game of your Bacolod invasion. Free throw is a miss para kay Hesed Gabo. A lot of fans might say, no? Well, we always say in basketball, ball don't lie. Usually determines kung ano talaga yung nangyari, no, in real life.
Free throws have been just horrible para dito sa Rice Vanguards in this game. 2 out of 13.
Gabo inside, a miss by Mccolony. Chance for Bacolod. Can they extend their lead here? Joel Liu. Nermal. Now, on to Ilagan against Mabulak. Mon Ilagan, great matchup right there. Basket and one.
Very patient attack right there by Mon Ilagan, sizing up his defender Michael Mabulak in the post. Paunti-unti, nauusog niya and was able to get a good angle. That drop step leading him to that basket finish and one opportunity para kay Mon.
Those guys are former teammates here in the MPBL. Mon Ilagan and Michael Mabulak going at it. 3-point play completed by Mr. Ilagan. 38-34 our score. Michael Mabulak saying something to Javi Palanya.
So we'll see. Let's look forward to what Michael Mabulak has to get him back.
Right now, he's being defended by Marquis. Gabo. Pinapalabas si Wico. 10 on the shot clock. 2-man game. Gabo and Mccolony. Almost a turnover. 4 seconds remaining. Uyloan for 3. No go. And that bounces off of the shot clock, so it's automatic out of bounds.
And that is also one guy who hasn't found his stride in this game. Talking about Jonathan Uyloan. Usually a very deadly 3-point shooter. But the shots have not been going down from the rainbow distance para dito sa Nueva Ecija. In fact, even Byron Villarias has been struggling from that distance in this game.
Only 2 3-point makes for Nueva Ecija in this game so far. 38-34. 2 minutes to change here in the third. Fans slowly but surely feeling the action as we are approaching the last quarter. That's a backward violation.
That's too patient basketball. This is going back to the point that we made earlier. It's okay to be patient, but at some time you're going to have to really attack that seam that the defense is giving you and take advantage of that opportunity that is presented before you.
Oh, there's another tech here. This time against Nueva Ecija. Remember, Nueva Ecija got heated as well in their previous game against San Juan. A lot of technical fouls given up. That's why they don't have Coach Jerson Cabiltes in today's ball game.
But right now, I can't say that it will be the same for them, that it will be a positive thing para sa Nueva Ecija, giving up those baskets to Bacolod. These mistakes coming in the process of them already coming back into the match. They were down by just 35-34 kanina. Ngayon, balik na naman sa 4.
Gabo is gonna work with Mabulak up top. Hesed. 7 to work with. Uyloan straight away. Finally, Jonathan Uyloan finds the bottom of the net.
Good defense, but just better para kay Jonathan Uyloan. Again, short-term mentality for a shooter like that.
Uyloan did not make a 3-point shot as well in their previous match against San Juan. That's 3-pointer number 3 for Nueva Ecija. But an awful shooting percentage from both of our teams. Forward pass, Uyloan is ahead. Alday on the chase. Uyloan for 2. Now the lead is back to Nueva Ecija. Or no, actually this is their first lead of the ball game.
That's right. And they got it by way of something that they do best. That's their transition game. First forcing a turnover and then getting an easy opportunity on the break.
Great patience here by the Rice Vanguards, winning the quarter by 8. 6 to work with. Alday on the step back. That's good.
Funny release right there by Alvin Alday. That shot, that follow through going to the side. Pero pasok pa rin. Doesn't matter how it looks as long as it goes in.
That's all you need. 2 points to get the lead back. 40-39. Under a minute remaining in the third. Oilon thought about it once more. He needs a teammate. Almost a turnover. Bobby B on the recovery. Wico, the drive. Hook shot. Miss. Rebound, Marquis.
That's good job right there by John Nermal to close out short. Michael Wico, you give that outside shot to him. Di bali na kung mapasok na yun, he's not gonna have a good percentage from that distance.
No more shot clock here. Yi with a pick. 13 rebounds for him. He gets the ball now. 7 to work with. Alday is fouled on the floor by Uilon.
Well, Uilon is lucky because they're not yet in the penalty. That's their last foul to give. And I don't think that should be of unsportsmanlike nature. Let's see that again.
Tabaan
Close,
yung shoulder.
close.
The referees are going to review it just to be sure. Alday went down. Seems as if he's okay.
Michael Mabulak saying flop down.
Well, that's one thing that we have noticed, no? Or to our delight, we have been granted with some close games involving Nueva Ecija, San Juan, now it's Bacolod. And what a test this is, Javi, for the Rice Vanguards moving ahead.
Yeah, in the midst of this immaculate run that they're in, middle of the season, this is the perfect way to have these close games because just like what Vic Icasiano said for Zamboanga, that's the same thing with Nueva Ecija. You want to develop that kind of camaraderie and take it to the next level with games like these. Of course, you develop that with the practice, the preparation that you do prior to the season. But when you go through experiences like that together, it really binds you to a whole nother level. And Nueva Ecija is really seeking to go way beyond all the other teams in this league.
5 seconds here. Marquis facing up. No go. Rebound Ilagan. Put back is still no good. That's going to do it, folks, for our first 3 quarters of play. A low-scoring affair here in Bacolod. 40-39. Nueva Ecija grabbed the lead, but just for a while, recovery was there for Bacolod.
Not on pace right here for Nueva Ecija to achieve their scoring average of almost 94 points per game. But in this third quarter, we're able to give a different look on offense for the Bacolod defense to guess. But Mon Ilagan able to keep them somewhat near pa rin dito sa Nueva Ecija, and in fact giving them the lead once again by a slim margin. 1 point. Jonathan Uilon coming to life. Again, just a 1 point lead for Bacolod Bingo Plus heading into the fourth and final frame.
Is brought to you by Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo.
Mula sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao at sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo, maraming salamat sa inyong panonood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Bacolod versus Nueva Ecija, Nix Gomez at your service alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay. Fourth quarter action here, beginning with a score of 40-39. Home team holding on to a 1 point lead. Mark Yee for 3.
And now that is the right kind of patience. Marquis realizing that his defender was a few centimeters from him, stepping back to the 3-point arc and taking that 3-point shot of the 2-man game.
10 points and 13 rebounds for Marquis, but he's called for a foul here as Mabulak was trying to post him up.
Alam naman natin na yan ang bread and butter lang Nueva Ecija, dumping it into their big guys. But right here, their big guy, Michael Mabulak, the man in the middle for them, was just too late on the closeout, and Marquis draining a 3-point shot to push their lead to 4.
Marquee, part already of the 1,000 points club here in the MPBL. Javi, he is 27 rebounds away from 1,000 rebounds in this league.
Wow. I had to stop myself from saying an expletive on that one. That's just crazy.
On another level.
I mean, with the mileage that he's had in his basketball career, ilang seasons pa lang ba ang MPBL and he's already had that kind of number of rebounds. I'm sure for points, medyo kaya siya kasi points, 2 and 3 at the same time. But rebounds, isa-isa yan.
Exactly. And he's about to be the first guy to reach that list. Just take a look at this physicality that's happened here between Nueva Ecija and Bacolod. Well, we have seen that in this game for multiple times. A lot of bodies on the floor to the delight of the crowd.
Of course, that is the Filipino brand of basketball. That is the MPBL brand of basketball. Di pwedeng walang physicality.
Pure
but of course,
effort.
Yes, the right kind of physicality. We will not foster dirty play here. As Albo able to finish.
Beautiful feed by Jan Normal. Great run as well from the veteran in Richard Albo. Kabila, that's a walk against Cesar Gabo.
Well, if Albo was able to regain his balance on that run, said Gabo, nadapa doon of going for that pass. Here's that find by Jan Normal. And a finish by Richard Albo.
Great recovery right there by the veteran. And then on the other end, it's turnover number 20 para sa Nueva Ecija in this game. Such a big number. Pretty sure Coach Gerson is not happy wherever he is watching this game. 45-39. A minute and change gone by. Ilagan, no go. Rebound, Mabula.
I pity the place that he's watching in right now. I don't want to be there.
We all know how animated Coach Gerson can be. Cesar Gabo goes straight here to our crowd.
And funny, because just as we say that, the action is trying to come to us right now.
It's the spirit of Coach Gerson.
That is how influential he is. Of course, has raised his pedigree the past couple of years in this pandemic, winning multiple championships in different leagues.
Oh man, what a story. Coach Gerson rebuilding teams in the MPBL, now giving us a title contender. Even Congressman Bong Cuevas in Nueva Ecija told everyone, we're going to win this season of the MPBL. And I'm pretty sure everyone else heard that. So now Bacolod is very much motivated to beat them on their home court. 45-39, Albo, 8 to work with. He loses the handle, but the ball will remain with the white shirts.
Imagine what a way if Bacolod is able to win loss number 1 on Nueva Ecija sa kanilang home floor pa. The impact that will have on the Rice Vanguards and of course to the confidence of Bacolod, especially coming off a struggling stint in their past couple of games.
To Bacolod's point, they lost to two teams who are in the upper part of the standings. As you take a look at the replay, battled for the loose ball. Again, another body on the floor. Bacolod lost to Batangas and Bataan, two teams who are respectively number 1 in the south and number 2 in the north.
That's right. So Bacolod, after winning their first few games of the season, faced their first real test in Batangas and right away realized what mistakes they had to work on. But Oiloan capitalizing on a Bacolod mistake there to finish that layup.
Jonathan Oiloan, a well-known two-way player in Philippine basketball, now with 9 points off of that steal and layup. Almost another turnover here. It's only a 4-point lead. Still a long ball game. Now, there's a whistle against Jonathan Oiloan.
There hasn't been much opportunity in this game to go back and forth because there have been a lot of calls in between. And here's that tap by Oiloan of Jan Normal. And Normal couldn't do anything to prevent that finish.
Oiloan, we talked about his struggles coming from the previous game at the start of this match. Now he has come alive. Speaking of people who have come alive, Bamanahan says hi, Javi. One of our dearest friends. 7
Happy
minutes
viewing,
and 35.
Bamanahan.
Yeah,
Yes.
good evening to you, sir. Steal story natin, 5 for Bacolod, 2 para sa Nueva Ecija. Viloria, double crossover. Could not make the basket, and here come the Rice Vanguards. Mccolony, no go. One guy ahead.
We were mentioning that Will Mccolony in that third quarter could have been the rallying point para dito sa Nueva Ecija to get them back into the game, but he has struggled since.
Shot is too strong. Here come the Rice Vanguards. Uiloan locating Gabo. Pass too low. That's turnover. Number 21.
There's too much turnovers para dito sa Nueva Ecija. That's a bad shot by Monilagan.
Just too quick for the big guy. 45-41. Back and forth we go. Gabo, no foul. Tapped away. Panik tayo sa kabila. Viloria. Pass inside. Great feed to Cabanag.
Right now, it is Bacolod giving Nueva Ecija a dose of their own medicine, those extra passes, finding the higher percentage look. We see that once again. Viloria, a known gunner from the outside, but opting to pass it off to Jeramer Cabanag, who had a clear lane for that point-blank shot.
Don't look now. It's 47-41. Will this be the first loss of the season for Nueva Ecija? We'll find out. 6.5 remaining in the fourth quarter.
All the way through, Giyu! Sarah Eggersvik, her delivery into the box! A third for the Philippines! Serena Bolden! And the champions of the AFF Women's Championship 2022, the Philippines!
I mean, it's a little bit surreal. I'm still trying to take it all in, but these group of girls are amazing. We obviously have a really knowledgeable coaching staff, and we're all just trying to take it one step at a time. Obviously, the bigger picture is World Cup, and I'm just super, super grateful to be playing on an international stage again. And yeah, I'm still taking it all in, like I said.
Best moment for Philippine football, period. The best moment, biggest moment so far.
Mabuhay Pilipinas, our AFF Women's Champions for the first time in football history. Such a big achievement for our Philippine Women's National Team. Congratulations to our ladies. Mabuhay po kayo. Thank you for being such an inspiration to our young footballers out there and us sports fans in general. Balik tayo sa ating aksyon. Nueva Ecija versus Bacolod. 47-41 our score. With 6 minutes and change remaining, the home team now on pace to give Nueva Ecija their first defeat of the season. But of course, it's still a long ball game. The Rice Vanguards, just like their win against San Juan, you know they are capable of pulling some comebacks and winning it at the end. Viloria, wow! Could have brought the house down, but layup was a no-go.
Empty possession right there for Bacolod. But more importantly, a chance for Nueva Ecija to trim this deficit. Just a 6-point lead that they're staring at right now. Still a lot of basketball to be played here. Philip Manalang at the controls para sa Rice Vanguards.
Turnover story 22 for Nueva Ecija kontra sa 11 ng Bacolod. Something that the Rice Vanguards are going to have to work on. Great high-low right there. First time we have seen it in this game.
Exactly. That's a great point that you made, because I was about to say that has been a trademark of Coach Gerson's teams, especially when guys like Collado, Mccolony, and Mabulak are on the floor.
4-point lead here. 5.5 remaining. Hiruta, pick and pop. Marquis. They go to Albo for 3. No! Man, everyone was anticipating that to go down.
Good line, but it was too sharp right there. But that's a good extra pass by Marquis.
Bacolod looking for Collado again against Marquis. Fade away, tough shot. It's short, rebound Cabanag.
I'm not sure if it's part of the game plan to really use this late in the game para hindi ma-scout ng kabilang team to when to use the defense that they prepared against that. But right now on that play, an air ball by Collado.
8 on the shot clock. Hiruta against Byron Villarias. Now down to 4. Great block by Mccolony. Chance for Nueva Ecija. Manalang with the fake. He gives it off to Collado for 2.
Good take right there by Collado, and a great assist by Philip Manalang to leave it for his big man in transition.
It's now 47-45. Bacolod holding on to that lead. Nueva Ecija slowly but surely creeping in one step at a time. Great defense by Will Mccolony, and then signature Nueva Ecija running with that basketball. Jay Collado scoring back-to-back for the Rice Vanguards. 2-point advantage here. 4 minutes and 25 remaining. Sa inyo Pilipinas, ang aming mga minamahal na kababayan. Second game at hand here in Bacolod following the earlier victory of Zamboanga versus Valenzuela that actually went into overtime, 86-82. JC Marcelino, our best player of the ball game once more, as the Zamboanga family's brand sardines stay undefeated here in our Mpbl season. 47-45, yes, that is our score, with 4 minutes and 14 remaining in the fourth and final frame. Adrian Lao, the starting center for Bacolod. He's looking for a teammate. Peruto is there. 3 seconds to work with. Lao, no go. Rebound Collado.
This is a dangerous situation that Bacolod is in. They're allowing Nueva Ecija the stops and getting them opportunities on the offensive end. This might be the finishing five on the floor para kay Coach Noy Catalan.
Remember, Nueva Ecija had a 13-3 run in the last 4 minutes of their game against San Juan. But another turnover. It's number 23 for the Rice Vanguards.
No Hesed Gabo on the floor. Scored 16 points and emerged as the best player of the game against San Juan.
Oh, Cabanag is fouled. So on the floor right now for Nueva Ecija, they have Jay Collado, Will Mccolony, Byron Villarias, Pamboy Raimundo, and Michael Wico. For Bacolod, they have Craniel Viloria alongside Adrian Lao, Marquis, Jeramar Cabanag, and Alvin Alday.
Cabanag still on the floor.
They're arguing that it was a shooting foul, but it's going to be a baseline inbound given to Bacolod.
I don't think there was any shot attempt to merit 2 shots.
Baseline. Marquis against Jay Collado. He's looking for Viloria. Being defended by Michael Wico. Viloria will fire off to the right.
That was a good screen by Marquis. That's a lucky break for Nueva Ecija.
Chance for Nueva to tie things up or get the lead. Mccolony. Players on the floor. Some slippage here. Opportunity for Bacolod. 3-on-3 action. Here's Adrian Lao. One guy to beat. Now he needs a teammate. Marquis is there. 2:47 remaining. 10 on the shot clock. Cabanag. Screen up top. Jeramar down the middle. And there's a foul.
Now that's going to be 2 shots. And Nueva Ecija just couldn't find answers on the offensive end. Will Mccolony forcing the issue through his strong side on their previous offensive set. But the defense has really held strong, especially in these moments for Bacolod. They have been doing a good job of putting Nueva Ecija in this crucial, tight spot.
Bacolod still holding on with a 2-point lead. There's Jeramar Cabanag. 4 points and 6 rebounds for the former Jensen Warrior. First one is a miss. Crucial free throws coming in here in what has been a low-scoring ball game.
Both teams are really doing well from the free throw area. Kaya yan ang isang department that could bite them in the back after close games.
That's 2 misses from Cabanag. It's still a 2-point lead. 2.5 remaining. Gabo. Oh, turnover. Number 24 for Nueva Ecija.
That cohesiveness, the chemistry, and the killer instinct that we've seen on that 8-0 win run by Nueva Ecija, we're not seeing, especially now.
Lao off of a beautiful feed. He gets the bounce. Nueva Ecija facing danger. Now we are down to our last 2 minutes. Brought to you by Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo. 49-45. Will this be the first loss of the season for the Rice Vanguards? Mabulak is fouled.
That's another forced possession by Will Mccolony. They're lucky that Mabulak was there to collar the offensive rebound. But the defense was just really anticipating that drive by Mccolony off of that elbow.
There's the turnover by Nueva Ecija, and then a beautiful feed by Viloria, finding the big man inside. And Lao has been a big spark since the beginning of this match for Bacolod. I think Mabulak has a problem with one of his fingers.
And for him to be writhing in pain, that must be really, really painful.
That's a terrible sign for Nueva Ecija. Right now, they're facing a 4-point lead with 1:47 remaining.
I think it's a dislocation, Migs, and I think kailangan ibalik.
We all know that's not easy. We've seen Kobe pop it back, but alam mo
Kobe.
It's Kobe. Tsaka alam mo mamamaga pa rin yan. They're gonna have to tape it. 49-45, Mabulak goes down. Collado will proceed to the line. First free throw is good.
3 out of 13 from the charity stripe. 3 out of 14 rather. Itong Nueva Ecija. But they're lucky to be down by just 3 points.
Such a low percentage, just above 20%. Make that 3 out of 15, now exactly 20%.
And for a team that likes going to the line because of their aggressiveness, their plays that get their big men prime position inside, talagang kailangan maganda yung porsyento nila galing from that area because they go to that charity stripe very often, not doing well in this game.
Will Mccolony called for a foul here. Adrian Lao will proceed to the line. What a performance from this guy, the starting center for Bacolod. First free throw is a miss.
Still a lot of basketball to be played here, Migs.
Fans are feeling it. We have been granted with 2 close games. First one going into overtime between Zamboanga and Valenzuela. Right now it's 49-46. Adrian Lao, 6.6 rebounds. Make it 50-46. Here's Gabo, working with Collado, Mccolony, Wico, and Villerias. He talked about it being clutch in their previous game against San Juan. 10 on the shot clock. Collado will post up against Marquis. Jay trying to muscle his way. And that's turnover, number 25 for Nueva Ecija.
Just couldn't figure out what he wanted to do there. Kung sascore ba siya or was he gonna drop it off? And that indecision read beautifully by the defense of Bacolod.
Viloria now, working with Yi, Lao, Alday, and Cabanag. The spin, the pass. Lao is blocked from behind. 1 minute remaining. Can Nueva Ecija pull off a comeback? Or will this be their first loss of the season? Collado for 3!
What a shot! JJ Collado.
Much like what we saw in San Juan, a big-time 3 from Jay Collado. 12 points, 8 coming in this quarter. Lead is 1 point, 40 seconds remaining. Bacolod trying to hold on. Can they defend their home court? Lao, almost a travel. Finally a whistle. And it's 2 free throws for Adrian Lao.
What a big shot right there for Jay Collado. Let's see that again. Here's the setup. Mccolony, extra pass to JJ Collado. Sized him up for a minute. And then hoisted up that 3-pointer over the outstretched arms of Marquis. JJ Collado, second time that he has done that, but will it end in the same result para sa Rice Vanguards?
Will Mccolony fouls out with 7 points and 7 rebounds. Right now, free throw shooting ng Bacolod, in total, it's 9 out of 13. Much better than the opposing squad. Lao will go back to the line. Previously, he was 1 out of 2. First free throw is good. Lead is 2 points. Still a single possession ball game as Shaq Taganas, who started this match, checks back in.
I say Bacolod finishes this in regulation because pag pumunta pa to sa overtime, mahihirapan sila because of the depth that the roster of Nueva Ecija has. Even though they're already down to big man, Mpbl Bacolod might not come back anymore because of that injury, and Will Mccolony already fouling out. Still have the pieces to be able to contend with this Bacolod squad if this goes an extra 5 minutes.
Adrian Lao with 9 points in the ball game, making 2 free throws, 52-49. We're down to 31 seconds remaining here. Timeout of Nueva Ecija. If you are the Rice Vanguards who only have 1 timeout left, where will you go?
Well, to the best possible shot. I don't have to go, or rather I have to go for the quickest shot possible because it's only
31.
Okay, 31 seconds remaining on the clock. So, best possible shot, the quickest. Kung ano makita mo, it doesn't have to be a 3 right away because babalik pa naman ang bola sa'yo.
Tomorrow, Nueva Ecija versus Valenzuela, and then Zamboanga versus Bacolod. And what will be another exciting set of games here in the City of Smiles. The largest crowd in this season of the Mpbl present in Bacolod tonight. As we thank everyone for joining us, maayo na gabi sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po. 31 seconds remaining. Again, can Bacolod get their 6th win of the season kontra sa dalawang talo? If they do that, it will be the first loss of Nueva Ecija, who are currently at 8 wins and 0 losses. Then again, we've seen this before. Rice Vanguards pulling off some clutch plays. Can they win it? Villarias for 3. He's fouled.
Lousy close out by Alwin Alday. He knew from the start, I'm very sure of it, that Villarias was going to come off of that staggered right after that misdirection on top. And there was no need for him to foul.
There's that foul from the 3-point attempt, an obvious one against Alwin Alday. So Villarias will proceed to the line. Again, Nueva Ecija struggled from the stripe. 3 out of 15 so far. First one is good. Lead down to 2.
Now this could go both ways. That could have been a good decision by Alday if Villarias misses 2 out of 3 or 0 out of 3, but he already made the first 2. So not a good sign anymore para sa kanya on that decision by fouling him. And this puts the Rice Vanguards in a position to tie the game because kung hindi naman niya foul, 50-50 naman yun eh. That could have been a miss.
Third free throw is good. Perfect from the line is Byron Villarias. 8 points and 8 rebounds for him. We are tied at 52 all. And this is the second to the last timeout of Bacolod. Make that Nueva Ecija. They also have 1 timeout left. 24 seconds remaining. And what seems to be like the ball game we saw earlier today. But then again, this is what we have been waiting for. Ito yung mga laro that we live for here in the Mpbl. Javi, what are your thoughts that we have been granted with these types of games tonight?
Well, that's very special for the fans. Imagine coming a long way from where we usually hold our games in the NCR. As we see here, the game 1 result, Valenzuela losing to Zamboanga eventually in that game where Val City was in control of that match for the most part. But Zamboanga just explosive in the end game, especially the Marcelino twins. As you look at
Congressman Cuevas of Nueva Ecija. And also Bacolod City Mayor Albi Benitez, ang ating VIPs at the sidelines. Isipin mo, dumayo pa si Sir Bong all the way from Nueva Ecija to watch the action here in Bacolod.
Now, that is really passion. That's how much he loves his team. That's how much he loves this league. That's how much he loves the game of basketball.
All right, 24.5 seconds here in our 4th and final frame. 1 timeout each. Foul situation. We have one team in penalty, one team with one foul to give.
And Bacolod will opt to inbound from their backcourt, so they will use the whole route of this 24-second shot clock. Full court press right here for Nueva Ecija.
It's Viloria, Alday, Cabanag, Yi, and Lao. Nueva Ecija is already in penalty. No more shot clock. 12 seconds to go. The ball is with Viloria, working with Mark Yi. The drive, the spin, the pass. Almost a turnover. It is Manalang with the recovery. He shoots the three, and we are going to another overtime in Bacolod.
I thought I was already seeing shades of that Philip Manalang shot last December during that invitational, the 2 million peso winning shot, but however, unable to convert. Here's that last play by Bacolod. Dish off at the last second by Viloria, but the defense clamping down on Adrian Lao. And here's that heave by Manalang, barely kissing glass on that one. We will need an extra 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back.
One between Zamboanga and Valenzuela. And now, it's an extra 5 minutes for the home team and the Nueva Ecija Rise Vanguards, who are looking to stay undefeated here in this MPBL season. Bacolod right now at 5-2, tied at number 3 in the South Division. Nueva Ecija number 1 in the North. We begin our extra 5 minutes of play. Dix Gomez at your service alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay. 52 all. Mark Yi working with Cabanag, Adrian Lao, Admiral Alday, and Craniel Viloria. On the other end, para sa Nueva Ecija, as Lao makes this basket, Michael Mabulak returns alongside Michael Wico, Jay Collado, Byron Villarias, who made 3 clutch free throws, by the way, and Hesed Gabo.
Adrian Lao continues his stellar play in this game, needing a jumper to start off overtime, but Villarias, all he needed was to see the ball go through the net. Pag shooter ka talaga, that's all you need. And right now, the second 3-point shot of the game for him. What a time to come.
Exactly. Perfect time for those shots to go in. Free throws and 3-point shots. 55-54. Nueva Ecija now getting the lead back. One of the few times that they have tasted the advantage. Viloria, tough shot. It's short. What a night it has been. Gabo, 2 screens up top. Shot clock at 12. Gabo, feed onto Wico. Beautiful basketball, but the shot was just too strong from Mabula. Here's Collado for 3. No! Oh, that hit the shot clock. Referees are going to call that out of bounds.
Right away, Coach Toy Catalan telling his players on the bench to sit down. They don't want another bench technical again. Here's that 3-point shot by Collado.
Remember, Jay Collado also made a crucial 3 from that side, the left wing, that cut the lead down to 1. Just like what we saw against San Juan, Collado coming alive to trim the lead, and then before it was Hesed Gabo to give the advantage. Now it was it's Byron Villarias' turn to do it for Nueva Ecija. But the question is, can they complete a comeback here? Bacolod just down by 1. 3 minutes and 25. Viloria up top against Wico. Driving left. Viloria, tough shot. It's short.
And Collado was tempted to give away a baseball outlet to Villarias, but opted to give it to his point guard to set up the play.
Balik tayo. Hesed Gabo. He decides to fire. Off to the left. Rebound Marquis. Under 3 minutes. Jeramar Cabanag. Lumalabas. Aaron Hiruta. Oh! Pass too strong. And a great steal by Cabanag. Numbers here. Jeramar beat at the last second. Great steal by Hesed Gabo. What a recovery.
Not giving up right there were the Rice Vanguards. They can get a shot here.
Villarias short. Rebound Wico. Another chance. Michael's gonna try to post up. Here's Mabulak. Back off of that dislocated finger. Wico for 3. No go. Rebound. It belongs to Bacolod.
Empty possessions for both teams. The score not moving, and already we're approaching the last 2 minutes of extra period.
Hiruta looking for Marquis, now at the post. Will he operate by himself? Oh, that's a charge.
Unnecessary right there for Marquis. They're down by 1, 55 to 54. And all he needed was to set a good solid screen on that handoff, but just couldn't resist the temptation to extend that hip to tag the Nueva Ecija guard and garner the offensive foul.
Joel Liu checking back in here for Bacolod. Jan Nermal also replacing Viloria. 55-54, under 2 minutes in overtime. Can Nueva Ecija hold on to stay undefeated? Or can Bacolod defend their home court for the first time this season? Wico. They go to Mabulak. Free throw shot. That's a miss. Tapped away. Referees will review it.
Well, he points to the side of Bacolod, but definitely they're going to review this if the call on the floor will stand. Michael Mabulak just hasn't found the bottom of the net on those perimeter jumpers. See, he usually makes this, but I think that finger was on the right hand, so obviously that affected his release.
So balik tayo dito sa Bacolod, down by 1. Minute and 35. These Bacolod Nuns are on their feet. 55-54. Marquis asking for it. 10 on the shot clock. Down to 5 seconds. The post up. There's your former finals MVP, but he loses the basketball. A turnover for Bacolod. Now there's a foul on the floor.
That's gonna be in 2 shots. Para dito kay Hesed Gabo. And Marquis, back-to-back miscues. He was isolated on that left side of their offensive, but missed decisions on both times para sa kanya. But still, a lot of basketball to be played here. Even if Villarias is able to sink these 2 shots, it's going to be a 3-point game para sa Nueva Ecija.
Villarias, ironic as it may seem, his teammates have been struggling from the line, but he is perfect. 4 out of 4, and those free throws have come at a crucial stage. Make that 5 out of 5, 13 points and 8 rebounds. 57-54, 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining here in overtime.
These are types of moments where you can throw the stats out of the window and just really play hard, make the right decisions for your team.
Here's Marquis, catch and fire, bombs away!
What a sequence, what a game, what a day for us, Bigs. And it is not yet over, under a minute remaining here.
57 all, 47 seconds to go. Pass inside, almost stopped away. Wico, hook shot, no go. He gets the board. Collado, back at it. Can he answer back? No go. Great rebounding by Nueva Ecija. A lot of time here. 29 seconds. 6 on the shot clock. Inside they go. Tapped away. Recovered by Collado. Bodies on the floor now. There's a shot clock violation called against Nueva Ecija. What an effort from all of our players.
Frustrating sequence from both teams. I'm sure everybody is on an emotional high right now, especially the fives on the floor for both teams. But here you see the game-tying three-pointer of Markey, challenged by Jay Collado, but all nylon on that shot is the veteran. Gabot trying to get into Collado. That ball was challenged. He got it back, but just couldn't regain control in the nick of time.
Man, our hats go off to all of these players who have poured their hearts out in this game in Bacolod, the first time that we are here in this season. I'm pretty sure all of the people watching here, worth it ang kanilang pagpunta.
Definitely. That is for the kids watching. That is how you play basketball, pure heart. Leave it all out on the court. Make sure you do everything, nothing dirty to make your team win. And right here, we're experiencing both squads refusing to give an inch. This is just the purity of the game that we love.
All right, we have one timeout left for Nueva Ecija, none for Bacolod. 19 seconds to go, no more shot clock. 57 all, and again, the question stands. Can the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards stay undefeated? Can they move up to 9-0? Or can the Bacolod Bingo Plus defend their home court for the first time this season? Can they defeat this Titan? It's Heruta being defended by Hesed Gabo. Adon's playing with Marquis, Jan Nermal, Adrian Lao, and Alvin Alday. 8 seconds to go. Two-man game. Heruta. Adon still has it. Lao will fire. No go. And we are going to a second overtime.
That is just crazy. What a treat for everybody watching here and for everybody watching on our live stream and on 1PH. I'm sure you guys are enjoying this action as much as we. Obviously, Nueva Ecija, the favorites going into this game because they are the undefeated team. But itong Bacolod, sinabi naman natin, di sila magpapatalo because they are playing for the first time this season on their home floor and they don't want that first time to end up in a loss, especially against the strongest team in the league.
57 all. We'll be back for the second overtime of your MPBL season.
Sulit TV.
No fouls, just one stop needed here for Nueva Ecija.
17 points para kay Jay Collado. He has poured his heart out for Nueva Ecija.
And this has been a premier matchup. An unlikely one at that. Mark Yee and JJ Collado exchanging punches in this extra period.
28 seconds here. Heruta onto Mark Yee, and there's a foul on the floor.
Well, that foul nevertheless will bring him to the line. And sa sobrang init ng laro, literally my partner Mix Gomez just fell off his seat.
I tried to hide it, Javi.
Para yung maramdaman talaga ng mga taong nanonood sa atin sa bahay how hot the action here is.
66-64. Mark Yee in this ball game. 18 points, 16 rebounds. 2 of those 3 3-point shots have come in crunch time.
And no signs of fatigue. Look at him. He looks like he just came out of pregame warm-up.
Talk about that guy's conditioning. Talk about that guy's heart and his love for Bacolod. He's back in town, looking to defend his home court against the toughest team in the league. Second free throw is a miss. 67-64. 19 seconds, no more shot clock. Gabo almost stolen away. Ball is still alive. Is it still alive?
Yeah, but it's gonna be a tap out of bounds. So no foul was called. Makikita na lang natin kung kanino mapupunta yung bola. There's 14.1 seconds remaining. Nueva Ecija will definitely have to go for the 3 here.
There's that tap of Aaron Heruta. Immediately went out of bounds. Coach Alex Angeles was pointing at the ball that it was still alive. But the play obviously stopped already. And again, Javi, with 14 seconds to go, it's still a single possession ball game.
And at this point, Bacolod can pat themselves on the back just a bit because they are the only team who has pushed Nueva Ecija this far.
That is the last timeout of Nueva Ecija kontra sa isa ng Bacolod. No more shot clock, 14 seconds remaining, 67-64. We all know that this is a star-studded Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguard squad. You could never count them out. So does that mean that there might be the first triple overtime?
I'm just trying to laugh it off, but but again, we can't deny that this action has just been super intense. As you see the games tomorrow, Nueva Ecija going up in the opener against Val City, and in the main game, it's Bacolod going up against another a team that hasn't lost in Zamboanga.
Zamboanga defeating Valenzuela in overtime earlier tonight. So this is actually the 3rd overtime of our MPBL Monday. As we thank you for joining us, Bayon na gabi sa inyong lahat. The largest crowd that the MPBL has experienced all season long is here in the City of Smiles, Bacolod City. Ang ating pinakaunang Bisman Invasion for 2022. Alright, pasok si Jonathan Oiloan, accompanied by Hesed Gabo, Jay Collado, Michael Mabulak, and Byron Villarias. Down by 3 with 14 seconds remaining. Lumalabas si Hesed Gabo. Oiloan. Hesed still has it. Villarias for the tie. He puts it in.
Absolutely just crazy.
5 seconds remaining. Final timeout called by Bacolod in what has been an amazing ride for all of our MPBL fans out there. Byron Villarias tying things up once more in double OT with 5.7 seconds remaining. Literally, we are approaching midnight. But what a beautiful basketball game this has been.
I cannot understand why you go under a screen that involves Byron Villarias coming out of it. He has knocked down big shots in this game, not just in this game, his whole career. So basically, it should be basic knowledge in your mind to go out and chase him. Going under, never gonna be an option. Right now, we're looking at a tie game and possibly a 3rd overtime at our hands.
We have never experienced a 3rd overtime yet in this season. Nangyari na yan before in Bulacan. And it was Dip Dipianco who was covering that game. He's actually watching right now. So shout out to you, Dip. We've experienced a double overtime between Valenzuela and Bataan. Now we're back at it again. 5.7 seconds remaining. 67 all-hour score. Bacolod will be working with Biloria, Liu, Heruta, Yi, and Dilagan. Can they convert and win on their home floor? Heruta, oh, a turnover. 1 second to go. Time runs out, and we are going to third overtime.
Here's that last possession, an empty one, resulting in a turnover para sa Bacolod. Nueva Ecija had a chance. Jer Taganas, very known for delivering those kinds of outlet passes in traffic, just not able to get it to the receiver there. And we enter a third set of 5 minutes to decide the outcome of this one. The only time I've experienced a triple overtime was in my last game in high school. That triple overtime championship clinching victory over NU. Again, triple overtime muna na tayo mga kaibigan. Magbabalik ang MPBL.
Iba't ibang balita.
Iginiit ng Pangulo na umaabot na sa 2 bilyong piso ang nawawala sa ekonomiya ng bansa araw-araw.
Tumaas sa 4.7% ang inflation o ang bilis ng pagtaas ng mga produkto at serbisyo nitong Pebrero.
Nadagdagan pa ng 52 ang kaso ng South African variant ng COVID-19 sa bansa.
Dapat bang ipagpaliban o itutuloy ang botohan ngayong may pandemya?
Iuulat gabi-gabi.
Yan po ang mga balita sa ating bansa. Ako po si Jay Taruk.
One Balita Pilipinas, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 7:30 ng gabi, dito sa 1PH.
The time right now is 12 midnight, July 19, 2022. As we begin your triple overtime between the Bacolod Bingo Plus and the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Again, we thank you for joining us. Mix Gomez at your service alongside Javi Palanya and Sheila Salaysay. The Bacolod Bingo Plus looking to defend their home court for the first time this season. Nueva Ecija on the other end looking to stay undefeated at the top of the North Division. Foul called here against Shaq Taganas.
That's going to be 2 shots once again as the penalty situation has carried over into this third overtime.
We mentioned the 3 overtimes before. It happened in Bulacan. Actually, there was another triple overtime in Addison Antipolo back in the Bulacan season, Zamboanga versus Makati. And the MPBL has surely given our fans a lot of entertaining games.
And the great thing about this, Mix, we're just early into the season, so lots of action coming for you. Basketball action, great basketball action in the next few months. We're playing all year round.
Villarias, the homegrown of Bacolod, playing for Nueva Ecija. That guy tied things up to send us into triple OT with his first two points here in the third extension, 69-68. Here's Monilagan, being defended by Shaq Taganas. 9 on the shot clock, almost a turnover, down to 7 seconds. Hiruta, here's Viloria, mid-range, no go, rebound. It belongs to Mapula. Viloria's down because of cramps. 4-on-4 action now. Villarias for 3, no go. Referees have to stop this one as Viloria is still down.
Viloria has had numerous attempts at the basket, especially in these extra periods, but has not found the bottom of the net. This guy, though, has really converted with defense or not. Byron Villarias resurrecting the Rice Vanguards to contention in this game.
Javi, how about the heart of the players, what they have displayed on the floor all game long?
Just impressive. You know, nothing more I could say about it. Just good things, absolutely, para sa lahat ng mga lalaro dito. And also, let's thank the fans who are still here watching us and waiting for this game to finish. That just is a testament to the support and love that they have, not just for their home team, but for the MPBL in general.
Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Maayong nag-gabi po sa inyong lahat. We appreciate your love and support para sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. 69-68. 3 minutes and 40 in triple overtime. Ilagan. That's good.
And wow, everybody's just so calm and composed. Mon Ilagan just singing that very coolly.
Are they calm and composed or are they just tired, Javi? Wico, the drive in the basket.
See what I mean?
These players just pouring their hearts out. A lot at stake here. Dermal, mid-range, that's good.
And this is a good substitution for Coach Alex Angeles because it gives Marquis a spell on the bench and Chandermal repaying the trust of Coach Alex Angeles by hitting a jumper to contribute to their cause here.
High-low. Mabula could not answer back. Rebound, it belongs to Bacolod. They have the lead here, 72-71 under 3 minutes in triple overtime. Cabanag's in trouble. Can he cross it? 12 on the shot clock. Dermal thought about it. Ooh. Now it's with Lao. No go. Dermal on the offensive board.
The length on display, but turning the ball over again.
Wico. Villarias wide open. Bombs away. Way too easy for Byron Villarias.
He has hiked his total.
21 points para Byron Villarias. And that was after just scoring 2 points in the first 2 quarters of play. 19 points in the second half and in overtime. Last 2 minutes here in triple OT. Here's Cabanag. Bacolod is down by 2. Jeramar. Ilagan. He can't tie the ball game. One more chance here. Dermal. No go.
Marquis on the bench, but a similar threat on the boards and on the offensive side. Itong si John Nermal para sa Bacolod. Kaya lang, they're still down by 2 points.
Raimundo up top against Cabanag. Working with Mabula. 7 on the shot clock. Villarias again. No go. Oh, what a rebound by Shaq. Basket and one.
What a time to come. That basket by Shaq Taganas. This is a guy who has unselfishly submitted to the team concept of Coach Gerson Cabildes and has thrived in it. He may not put up the numbers, but those moments he can definitely give you. And what a time for him to deliver.
This is your point, Javi. That's why you said Bacolod would have wanted to win it before overtime because there are a lot of bodies dito sa Nueva Ecija team. Shaq Taganas is their third string big man. Then again, he was a former all-star here in the MPBL. Because of him, the lead of Nueva Ecija is now up to 5. Minute and 12. Pick and pop. It's with Marquis.
Mismatch.
Post up. Kick out. Heruta now. The drive. Basket is good. Lead down to 3.
And he is also limping, I think, because of cramps. I'm not sure if he can play this one out. If I were Nueva Ecija, I'm going to attack whoever is guarding. Whoever Aaron Heruta is guarding.
He just told his bench he's okay. Probably got hit for a while. 7 on the shot clock. Villarias again. He has to fire this one up. Byron with a silencer. That just might do it, Javi.
Nothing much that could have been done right there by Bacolod. They challenged that shot, but Villarias, just the ability to put the ball on the floor, stop on a dime, and drain that jumper over the outstretched arms of the team's big man, Mon Ilagan, for the 3-point shot. More importantly, pushing that advantage to a 2-possession ball game. That's a 6-point advantage para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
25 seconds remaining. Byron Villarias with 24 big points, 22 coming here in the second half and in the 3 overtimes. There you see Sir Bong Cuevas traveling all the way from Nueva Ecija to support the Rice Vanguards as they try to stay undefeated. Currently at 8-0, number 1 in the North Division contra sa Bacolod, who are at 5-2, 5 wins and 2 losses. They are tied at number 3 in the South. What a day, or what a night it has been for the MPBL. An overtime victory for Zamboanga over Valenzuela. Now we are in triple overtime. It's already another day, literally another day here past midnight. Patuloy ang ating aksyon. Can Bacolod pull off a miracle here? Marquis with a drive. He loses the basketball, but it's off of Wico. Baseline inbound. Joel Liu working with Albo. Ilagan, Yi, and Cabanag. Another miss. Nueva Ecija with 25 seconds to burn here. Pamboy just escaping the defense. He will go to the line.
Just astounding right here is the effort for Nueva Ecija. But we have to also commend itong Bacolod for pushing the Rice Vanguards to the brink in this game. Nobody has ever done that. They can have the sole distinction of doing that so far this season.
First overtime games para sa Nueva Ecija. Sinulit nila. Triple overtime here in Bacolod. To your point, what an effort from both of our squads. 81-74. Nueva Ecija yelling, no foul. Here's Albo for 3. No go. We're just going to burn down the clock here. Pamboy Raimundo will dribble it out. Marvelous effort from both of our teams. The Bacolod Bingo Plus gave us a show. Triple overtime here in the City of Smiles. I know everyone's tired, but this is one game that we will remember for the rest of our lives.
Most definitely. Pat on the back to both teams, but obviously only one team can emerge on top in this game, and Nueva Ecija extends their run of dominance and excellence dito sa MPBL. Like I said earlier, and you mentioned this in the third overtime, Bacolod should have taken care of business because the depth of the roster nitong Nueva Ecija was on full display. This guy, Byron Villarias, struggled for the most part of this game, but resurrected his squad to the victory after 3 sets of 5-minute extra periods.
Byron Villarias with a monstrous double-double, 24 points and 10 rebounds. Congratulations to the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards as they stay undefeated, 9-0 here in our MPBL season. 4 total overtimes today. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. In behalf of my partner, Javi Balanya, our courtside reporter, Sheila Salaysay, my name is Mix Gomez at ito po ang Maharlikang Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.
This program is brought to you by Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo.